Hey everybody, and welcome to the Bullshit Party, and Merry Christmas as the holiday season. So in this one, well, it's snowing, but also we're gonna be taking a close look at the new podium vehicle, the Vapid Clique, and reviewing it. And the goal of this video, as you can see by the title, is to tell you if it's worth it or not. So yeah, it's this beauty right here, and it has a bow on it, cause, well, Rockstar just likes us so much. Now with that out of the way, let's start with the 360 on the vehicle while I give you some facts about it. First and foremost, this vehicle is based on the 1951 Ford Coupe. It's a really cool looking vehicle in my opinion. You guys know that I love muscle cars and classic cars, and this is actually both. It's part of the muscle car category in GTO line, and in terms of interactivity, this is what you can do with it. Just let's go to vehicle preferences, and here we go. And yep, you can open both of his doors, the hood and the trunk, and that's a beautiful V8 engine. And yeah, I gotta say, this vehicle looks incredibly good to me. I also like the, I believe, custom rims that Rockstar decided to give us for this podium vehicle. And yeah, honestly, not a bad thing I can say about it. The bow is probably a little bit too much, but well, you can't have it all, at least that's what I've been told. And yeah, let's jump in and look at how the vehicle looks on the inside. And well, here we have a very modified situation. As I said, it's a two-seater, so has two doors, two seats, pretty standard stuff. In terms of the way it sounds, however, yeah, that's not a standard sounding vehicle. And now, for the moment of truth, let's see what type of drivetrain we are dealing with here on the Clique. And it should come to no surprise, since it's a muscle car, it's a rear-wheel drive car. And now we are off to Los Santos Customs, and wow, it's really a rear-wheel drive car. And now to see basically how it performs. Now, first and foremost, I just wanted to mention that this is how you perform a wheelie in the vehicle, and this is basically the wheelie that you're going to be able to do in snow and with the stock options on it. And let's get to Los Santos Customs, and as always, on our way there, I'm going to be sharing with you my thoughts and impressions of the stock version of the Clique. Something that I didn't mention before is, and I should have, is that this vehicle was released at the tail end of 2018. So, 5 years ago. Quite a while. And it's part of the Arena War DLC, which makes sense because, well, if you look at the inside, it really looks that Arena War-ish aesthetic. So whoops, let's go back to this view, and yeah, so far what I can say is, and by the way, take everything that I'm saying with a grain of salt, because I am driving on a very slippery road that's snowy, and yep, and yeah, I really honestly like how it feels. It's definitely not the fastest vehicle around in terms of a muscle car. Wow, the brakes, whoops, see, let's pretend that didn't happen. The brakes really suck, even in this weather. But yeah, it cost $900,000, which back in the day was a lot of money. This day and age in GT Online, it's honestly not that bad. One thing that I'm really concerned about is the way it's going to be able to customize. Wow, it flips very easily. The way it's going to behave, you know, customized in Los Santos Customs, because I'm just not sure if it's going to have the customization potential. But let's find out. And before we continue, I'd like to take a couple seconds and thank this video sponsor, One State. And for those of you who don't know, One State is a free mobile online game with a role-playing mode that takes place in Los Angeles in a large open world map. So, if you like GT Online, chances are you're gonna love One State. I recently started playing the game and I'm blown away by how much you can do in the game. You can be whatever you want. Take up different jobs, start your own business, or go down the path of a criminal. Each game can hold up to 500 people at the same time, so it's a giant free-for-all. Earn rewards not just for completing gang missions, but also for taking part in big-scale events. One State is available on Android and iOS, and if you use the link in the description of the video and promo code BULLSHIT, you're gonna get 10k bucks. One State. Create your own story. A big thanks to One State for sponsoring the video and for providing such an awesome product. Now back to what we were doing. And here we are, back in the Los Santos Customs, and as said before, this is a muscle car. You can sell it for a big fat zero, which is no surprise. So let's repair the vehicle first and upgrade its performance so we don't forget anything. Now let's see, engine we can do. And we should be able to do two more. That's transmission and turbo. And with that, we have only the visual customization to do. Now, these are all the visual customizations that you can do on the vehicle. And I gotta say, this one looks... oh, I also changed the headlight design. I actually kind of like this one. Now let's see the front bumper we can choose. Well, maybe this one. Although, I don't know. I think I want to go with something shiny. So probably the classic one is going to be good for me. The rear bumper, ooh, although this one looks kind of sick. The rear bumper, I think I want to go with something shiny too. What's the difference between this one and this? Oh, okay. I actually like this one. More shiny, more better. And also the grille is still exposed. The chassis, we can put a roll cage in the vehicle, which is something that I'm not going to be doing for obvious reasons. Looks ugly. Let's see. Can we have some working lights? I am just going to assume that those are not going to be working. Oh, but I like the skull, so yep, definitely going to be going with that. Whoops. I thought that this was an option. I didn't realize. Well, actually, it doesn't look that bad. So we're going to be going with the removed hood. So actually, that was a good coincidence. The liveries, and here are all the liveries you can choose from. And something that should be mentioned is that the one it comes with is not standard for the vehicle. As you can see, it is nowhere to be found here. Found? I mean, find? I don't know. You can't find it anywhere. So it's basically a custom vehicle. And usually you guys know my stance on liveries. I legitimately hate them. But since this makes this vehicle really unique and you can buy this livery of the store and you can't really rebuy it if you change it, I am actually going to be keeping it. Let's see, the mirrors, we can change their position or just completely delete them. Oh no, they're over there, just over the door. But that looks kind of goofy, but I actually like this one, so we're going to be going with this. License plate, let's see. Well, as the Christmas is the Christmas season, so let's go with something red. We're going to be respraying the vehicle, as always, at the end of our Estate Los Santos customs. This is a spoiler, somehow. But it improves traction, so who am I to judge? Suspension, we can slam the vehicle to the ground. As you can see, it just looks a little bit goofy like this, so let's go with the sport suspension. Transmission turbo we already did. As I said in the beginning, I really like the shiny wheels, so I'm actually going to be keeping them. And by the way, those are definitely not stock, since you have the atomic whatever logo on the side of them. We are going to be tinting the windows just a little bit, so probably go with the light smoke tint, and it's time to respray the vehicle. And for that, I turn to the poll that I posted a couple of days ago, asking you guys, the viewers of the Bullshit Party, what color do you want me to make the vehicle in the video you're watching right now? And for this week, you had an option between red, very red, not that red, sort of red, and a potato. And surprisingly, red won. So who saw that one coming? As always, thank you so much to everybody that participated and voted on the poll, and hopefully you're gonna like the outcome. And something that I just remembered, we kind of have a red here. Oh, this looks so ugly. Yep, not gonna be doing that. Let's just go with a metallic red. Let's just pick an accent for the red. This one looks kind of cool. This one looks good as well. I think I'm gonna go with Grace Red. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Is this the interior? Yep, it is. So, yeah, let's go with yellow. Why not? Crew emblem. It actually kind of overlaps the livery, which is not the best look, but hey, it's the Bullshit Party mobile, and still the livery is kind of visible through it, so that's not that bad. And before I forget, this is the sale price of the vehicle after fully modifying it basically and customizing it. So you can expect to get $103,000 back when you spend it, which means we spend a lot more in Los Santos Customs. And with that said, let's get out and see what this baby can do fully modified. Something that I want to mention is, something that I'm very disappointed by, is that we couldn't modify the exhaust. I really like the side exhaust, but if we had another option, that would have been better in my eyes. Now, first test the truth, let's see how well it does a wheelie now. Definitely improved, much more power. Yeah, definitely more power. And if, in case you're wondering, it's still a rear wheel drive vehicle. So, yep, that's no surprises there. Now, as I said at the beginning, take everything that I'm saying with a little bit of grain of salt, because I am driving on snow, which is something that you're not going to be doing if you're playing the game in the normal season. So basically anything outside of between, I believe, December 21st and probably January, I don't know, 5th or 4th. But yeah, in terms of how the vehicle behaves after fully modifying it, honestly, it feels much faster. Oh, that was just unfortunate, but luckily we don't have a hood that can fly off. It feels much faster, it feels a little bit nimbler, it feels very good in terms of control, even for a rear-wheel drive vehicle. As you can see, it almost self-corrects. See, I'm not pressing, I'm just pressing one direction and it self-corrects to the midpoint. Honestly, not a bad vehicle, even for $900,000. I understand it's kind of old and it's a shame that we really can't modify this to make it a drift car. I think that would have been so much fun. But it is what it is. I actually appreciate that Rockstar for once gave us something that is unique to the Podium. Basically, this livery, even though it's not the best looking livery, it's still something that you can showcase and show off to your friends and say, see, you can buy this. I have this. Na 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 na. I'm paper and you're glue, or however that saying goes. In terms, is this vehicle worth it or not? I think it kind of depends. If you're looking for something very customizable, definitely not. If you're looking for something very fast in the muscle car category, probably not this one. But if you're looking for something unique that you can't buy from anywhere else, and by the way, this vehicle is also discontinued, so you really can't buy it. So this is a double exclusive that we're getting here. Not only are we getting a vehicle that you can no longer purchase from anywhere, but you're also getting a livery that you can not purchase indefinitely. And yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it with those words. Is it worth it? Kind of. Yeah, if you want something unique to just fill your garage up, yeah, why not? It's a good vehicle. And with that, I think it's time to end the video. Thank you so much to everybody that voted on the poll once again. Thank you so much to everybody that voted on the whatever, everything that I've done so far this year. Thank you for watching my videos the entire year. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the subscribers. And happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and I'll catch you in the next one.